There are moments in life when your presence enters someone's world like a breath of fresh air, unannounced, undeniable, unforgettable. You didn't seek attention, yet you captured it. Not because of anything loud or forced, but because of the light you carried in silence. And now, whether you realize it or not, you reside in someone's heart, living rent-free, gently dismantling the walls they spent years building. The angels are whispering today, guiding this message directly to your soul. They want you to know that he can't forget you. He tries. Not because he wants to, oh, if only it were that simple, but because fear still grips his heart like chains, keeping him locked in patterns your love was meant to break. Yes, he feels your presence, even in your absence. You awaken something deep within him, something he didn't expect to feel again. Maybe something he's never truly felt before. And that scares him more than you can imagine. The truth is, he never saw you coming. From the very first glance, you disarmed him. There was something in the way you carried yourself. Your softness. Your depth. Your quiet strength. While the world rushed by, you moved with intention. While others spoke loudly, your silence spoke volumes. And in that stillness, he saw a reflection of his own longing. For connection, for truth, for something real. But here's the thing, real love doesn't always arrive at convenient times. Sometimes it comes when we're still broken, still healing, still unsure of what we truly deserve. He has a history, wounds he's hidden behind practiced smiles and distractions. Wounds from past betrayals, losses, and expectations he couldn't meet. And your presence, your light, didn't just comfort him. It exposed him. That's why he's scared. Your love, whether expressed through words or gestures, offered a kind of safety that made all his defenses tremble. And although his heart leapt toward you, his mind urged him to pull away. Why? Because love like yours demands change. And change, even when it's positive, feels like a risk. So, he remains silent, watching from a distance, convincing himself that this is better, safer, simpler. But the angels want you to know, his silence is not absence. It's self-protection. You see, he remembers everything. The way your laughter lingered longer than the joke itself. The moment your eyes softened as you looked beyond his armor. The times your words found him even when he couldn't find himself. He replays it all, more often than he'd confess to anyone. There's a part of him that wants to run toward you with wild abandon, to confess everything, to hold nothing back. But that part battles daily with another, the part shackled by fear. The one that whispers, what if she sees the real me and walks away? He fears not being enough. Fears being too much. Fears opening a door that can't be closed once it's opened. But your presence didn't come into his life by chance. You weren't just a passing moment. You were the message, the invitation, the freedom. And although he's still bound to what you were sent to free him from, there's a battle raging within him now, a quiet war between the life he knows and the love he feels. He may not have told you, but the angels see it. Every time he nearly calls you. Every time he writes a message and deletes it. Every time he smiles at a memory and instantly swallows it, wishing the ache would fade. But it doesn't. Because what you ignited in him is real. It's sacred. It's his awakening. And that's why he can't forget you. Not because of what you said or did, but because of who you are. You didn't fix him. You never tried to. You simply reminded him that healing was possible. That maybe, just maybe, love didn't have to hurt. That someone could see him, not as broken, but as a work in progress. And now, even as fear holds him back, hope whispers him forward. He's beginning to realize that the life he imagined without you feels empty. That pretending he doesn't care is harder than simply caring out loud. The angels are moving around him now, preparing the way. Slowly loosening the chains. Gently unraveling the old patterns he's clung to for so long. They're helping him understand that courage isn't the absence of fear, it's choosing to act anyway. You were not meant to chase him. This journey is his. But you were meant to be the spark. And you were. He's not the same. Even if nothing is said between you, even if the distance lingers a little longer, even if the moment hasn't arrived yet, you changed something in him. And when he finally steps out of fear, when he lets love speak louder than the past, he'll remember the one who lit the match. You. The one he can't forget. Now, dear soul, the angels ask you to do one thing. Breathe. Inhale this truth. Exhale the weight of uncertainty. You don't need to fix him, or wait for him, or prove your worth. You are already worthy. You are already the light. And when the time is right, when he is ready to walk free from the chains, your love will be waiting. Not to rescue him, but to meet him. Fully. Equally. Free. Now, if this message touched something in your spirit, if it felt like it was meant for you, pause for a moment. Place your hand over your heart. And write this in the comments: I receive this. I am ready for what is mine. Because sometimes, your words become the door the angels were waiting for. There is something beautiful that happens when a soul like yours dares to love with open hands. Not clinging. Not controlling. But trusting that what is meant for you cannot miss you. That the heart you were drawn to wasn't just a coincidence, but a part of something far greater than either of you imagined. The angels are not silent about this. They want you to know, his heart is not silent either. It's just scared. And there's a difference. Right now, he's standing at a crossroads. He may appear calm, composed, or even distant, but inside he's conflicted. Because every time he thinks of you, something softens. Something shifts. Something breaks apart and becomes new. That's what your presence does. It breaks cycles. Not through pressure, but through presence. Through love that doesn't demand, but inspires. He finds himself replaying moments with you. Not the grand ones, but the simple ones. The way you listened without interrupting. The way you smiled even when you were tired. The way you made space for his silence without trying to fill it. That's what stays with him. And the more he remembers, the more he questions everything he thought he knew about love. About himself. About what he's truly capable of giving. But change, especially when it's personal, rarely comes in a straight line. He's still figuring it out. He's trying to unlearn the stories that told him love was only valuable if it hurt. He's trying to forgive the parts of himself that sabotaged closeness before it even had a chance to bloom. And most of all, he's trying to trust that something as gentle as your love could actually be strong enough to hold him. This is a sacred process, and the angels want you to hold it gently, not as a burden, but as a gift. Because here's what's true: you didn't enter his life to fix him. You entered to awaken him. To show him that someone could love him without any ulterior motives. That someone could believe in him, not for what he does, but for who he is underneath all the performance and protection. And in the quiet of his heart, he knows this. He might not have the words. He might still run when he feels overwhelmed. He might say things that confuse you or make you question everything. But please remember this: he feels it. Even if he doesn't say it. Even if he tries to brush it off. Even if he's not ready to act on it, yet. The love he feels is alive. It's growing. And it's changing him. And soon, the fear that once held him will begin to lose its hold. Not because it disappears, but because the pull of love becomes stronger. The angels are preparing this moment. They're guiding him to see what you already knew. That true love is not the absence of flaws, but the presence of grace. They are surrounding you both with clarity, patience, and the kind of divine timing that never arrives early or late, but always just in time. In the meantime, your task is simple, but powerful. Stay rooted in your truth. Stay radiant in your light. And let the energy of trust carry you forward. Because this isn't just about what's happening within him. It's about what's happening within you too. You've grown. You've learned to love without losing yourself. You've discovered the power of letting go, not to walk away, but to make space for what's real to rise. You've stopped begging for scraps. You're waiting for the feast your heart has always known was possible. And the angels are smiling as they watch you bloom. They're aligning the unseen, whispering to his soul, soothing the parts of him that still resist what's meant to be. And you're being invited to rest in the knowing that you are already whole, already enough. So if this message has stirred something inside you, if you feel like the words were written with your story in mind, do this now. Write in the comments, "I am the light that awakens love." Because you are. And it's that light that he remembers, again and again. Even when fear whispers, even when pride resists, your light keeps calling him home. He can't forget you, not because of what you said, but because of who you are. And when he's finally ready to break free, he'll know exactly where to go. Straight to the one who never tried to cage him, only to set him free. As the angels continue their gentle unveiling, they want to shift your focus now, not away from him, but toward yourself. Because while his journey unfolds, so does yours. And this message was never meant only to reveal his feelings. It was sent to realign you with your divine truth. You have always carried a light that few truly recognize at first. It's not the kind of brightness that shouts, it glows. Quiet, consistent, steady. It's the kind of light that comforts rather than blinds. And that's why he was drawn to you. That's why, no matter how far he drifts, something inside him always pulls him back. Because you remind him of who he wants to become. But what about you? What happens to your heart while you wait, while you hope, while you feel the weight of what hasn't been spoken? The angels are clear. This is not a waiting room, it's a preparation space. Every moment you spend nurturing your own heart, building your peace, reclaiming your voice, is not a pause. It is the path. He is not your destination. You are your return. And as you rise in your self-worth, your boundaries, your wholeness, everything around you must shift, including him. So when he returns, and the angels assure that moment is coming, it won't be because you chased him. It will be because he caught up. He'll come not looking for rescue, but for reunion. Not for answers, but to finally bring his own. He will have chosen growth over comfort, truth over fear, and love over silence. And he'll come to you not just with feelings, but with action. Because love that has been transformed by fear becomes courageous. It becomes clear. But until then, the angels ask you to stand in your own beauty. To let your life be full, rich with things that make you feel alive. To laugh without waiting for permission. To move without needing to be seen. To trust that no matter what, the right heart will always find its way back. Because it's not just about romance. It's about restoration. About a story that heals both of you, not with perfection, but with presence. And now, sweet soul, the angels whisper, you were never forgotten. Not by him. And certainly not by us. He may be on a journey of remembrance, but the divine has never lost sight of you. And if this message has met you where you are, if it spoke to a part of you that no one else sees, write this in the comments, I am not waiting. I am blooming. Because you are. And when your paths meet again, it will be two whole beings, no longer bound by fear, but freed by truth. The truth that love is not about clinging. It's about becoming. And you, dear soul, are already becoming everything love was meant to meet.